Hello. Hey, Dan. Dan. Yeah, hi. This is, you don't know me. This is Brandon from DaVinci's Alchemyst. DaVinci's Alchemyst. I have a small YouTube channel, but I mean, that doesn't really matter. I'm not here to talk about YouTube. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about your fragrance because, I really dug it and I had some ideas about what, well, no, it was just, Chris from Fragmental. Yeah, he said you wouldn't mind if I gave you a call, so he was, yeah, okay, well, yeah, no, totally. Well, just hear me out. So, I know that you're probably gonna put out another fragrance or two, so hello? Hello? Dan? Mr. Smelly? Oh, Hey, what's cracking YouTube? I'm Brandon. Welcome to DaVinci's Alchemist. If you are new to this channel, I'm your blue collar guide to drinking well and stinking pretty. So before we even get started today, I do want to say that that intro was not my idea originally. I plagiarized Dan, aka Mr. Smelly, a bit. Hopefully you don't mind, man. Thought it would be appropriate. And hey, if you're new to my channel, please stick around to the end and consider subscribing. It's a great way to show support and it costs you zilcho. So I've been super excited about today's review for a while now. I spent the last week just wearing the shit out of this fragrance. We of course are talking about Gravitas Pour Homme from Naughton and Wilson. So Mr. Smelly in 1977 is one of the first fragrance reviewers that I ever started watching when I started watching YouTube reviewers. And when I found out he was starting a Kickstarter project to create his own fragrance, I jumped on board right away, spent a little under, I think it was 100 US, and got a full bottle. If you are unfamiliar with Mr. Smelly, I will link his channel down below. Give you a quick, brief backstory, very brief. He has a tendency to talk about fragrances that are considered, like old school in a way. They're a certain genre. I mean, that's not like the only ones that he reviews, but that's definitely very indicative of his style is kind of what you would consider to be like a manly, man's sort of fragrance. So again, when I heard about his Kickstarter project, I was super excited to see what his interpretation of that would be in this fragrance. So let's crack into this and let's get started with presentation. So here is the bottle. This is a really gorgeous presentation. Gold plaque, gold cap, all metal, really nice. The cap, however, does not click into place or stick real well. So if you pick this up by the cap, it's your peril, man. I'm telling you what. So make sure you pick it up by the bottle if you're going for this. Nice heavy glass. Super kick-ass sprayer. I'm pretty certain that that's pressurized air in there, so it's super high quality atomizer. Good coverage. So the perfumer for this project is John Stephen, and he has done quite a bit of work with Cotswold Perfumery. And the listed notes for this are bergamot, lavender, and mandarin at the top. In the heart we have coriander, cardamom, and pepper. And in the base, patchouli, oak moss, ambergris, vanilla. Pretty much holy grail fougere style fragrance. So as I said, I've been wearing the shit out of this, so I want to talk about what I get out of it. It's, with that opening blast, it's definitely has a slight bit of florals. There's a nice, beautiful citrus kick. It's slightly sweet, and I get this almost kind of faint waxiness in the opening. That citrus tends to fade, at least on me, within a couple of hours. Lasts a little bit longer if you spray it on your clothes as opposed to skin, and those dense kind of base notes tend to take over. Now, whether it be the combo of like the cardamom and the coriander and that pepper, for me, this goes a little bit towards the same direction as Le Male from Jean-Paul Gaultier. Now, no offense to Le Male, but to me, it's kind of like Le Male is for teenagers. If you want to kind of compare these two, Le Male would be like for teenagers, and Gravitas would be for a 30-year-old businessman who has his shit together. Only saying this because they flirt around with the same kind of notes the same kind of feel and composition, and I love Le Male quite a bit. I've really just recently gotten into it, but it's a little bit more, I want to say like fist pump, club style feel to it, whereas Gravitas has more of a sophistication. It has more of a balance and a center and a focus of direction. I feel like the oak moss content in this is super subtle. It's enough to give it like some backbone to blend the composition together, so it's not real in your face, at least not to my nose. And that dry down has kind of a reedy, almost powdery kind of a sweetness to it. Gravitas Pour Homme certainly has a good amount of dimension. It has texture, it has a tactile feel. It's kind of, it equates to me to the feeling of carving wax candles. Let's talk versatility now. So to me, Gravitas is definitely a versatile fragrance. I could see this being more geared towards like spring, summer, and fall. I'm only saying that now because I really have no way to test this in the winter weather as to whether or not it would kind of translate or poke through with the amazing smell that it has, because let me tell you, the scent on this is friggin' gorgeous. With that being said, I definitely feel like you could do a number of things with this. You could dress up with it, you could dress down with it. If you're an office person, I don't see why this would do bad in an office. Certainly for me, being a construction worker, I've worn it a shit ton on the job site this last week, so I've been wearing it to a construction site. I feel like this has enough class and sex appeal that it would really do well on a date, but I also think that there would be nothing wrong with wearing it if you're just hanging out with your boys knocking back beers. So let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk rating now. As I said before, the scent, it is glorious. It is this wonderful composition of the notes in terms of the citrus and the sweetness. It all blends really well together in a perfect harmony. I like how the pepper and the cardamom come through. I like how the citrus notes blend well with that. I really, really like how the vanilla pokes its way through too. And it just sort of has this nice, pleasant aura that is relatively addictive to me. I want to keep on smelling this for as much as I possibly can. Scent rating for me is a 4.5. It really is gorgeous. It's certainly one of the better fragrances that I've smelled in a while in terms of the scent itself. You just can't go wrong with a fragrance that's as well blended as Gravitas. I do so wish that the performance was a bit better, however. So we'll talk performance. The sillage / projection category, it's average. It's average. It doesn't go nuts and go insane. Had a few people, comment on it while I was wearing it. Oh, yeah, it's really nice. Relatively close. It pops up off the body. It's not really quarantine or social distancing explosive. If you go outside of a 6-foot range and there's not a wind, I don't know that anybody's really going to be able to smell this on you. So for me and the experiences that I have had with it so far, 2.5 for the sillage / projection category. Like I said, I don't mind so much that, because as long as I can smell it, I'm friggin' happy about it. But if you're looking for something that pops more off the body, then I don't know that this is going to be that for you. But again, the scent is friggin' amazing, so sometimes there's a little bit of give and take. So let's talk longevity. So Gravitas is a name that, to me, it commands, weight, depth, chutzpah, some cayones, if you will. And that to me would make me think that it would be something that was like beastly in a way. This is not beast mode, unfortunately. But it is relatively average in terms of the longevity, getting typically between 6 to 8 hours. Then I got to reapply. So that is a 2.5 in the longevity rating. Again, this isn't a fragrance that they put out that the price tag on it is huge and ridiculous and inflated and stupid and crazy. It is an affordable fragrance in my opinion, especially because it's a nice big ass bottle and a beautiful bottle at that. So for me, it's not really a question of it being a bummer like, oh no, I went and worked all day and I can't smell my fragrance anymore, let's reapply. So, you know, a single reapply, that's not that big of a deal. So again, 2.5 on the longevity. So let's mash all that together. We get the total overall, and that is a 3 for Gravitas Pour Homme. Now, it's not a terrible rating for this fragrance because the scent is friggin' gorgeous, delicious, amazing, and kicking. But, you know, again, this is not that big of a deal. Spray a little bit extra on or whatever. It's a really, really bitchin' fragrance, and if you can get a sample of this, I will post the website that they're gonna start selling this on, which I believe hopefully will be happening pretty soon. That way you can check it out because I'm really, really happy with my purchase of Gravitas Pour Homme by Naughton and Wilson. So if you are new to my channel, I have this little thing called Synesthesia. It's just a weird sort of effect. Typically when I put on a fragrance, or a lot of times if I smell other aromas or whatnot, I will hear, doesn't always happen, but I sometimes will hear music in my head when I'm smelling something. So with Gravitas Pour Homme, I wore it all week and I didn't get anything at all. I didn't get any songs, I didn't get any tunes, I didn't get any of that shit. It doesn't really say anything about Gravitas at all because it's not, you know, this is a thing about me. It has nothing to do with the fragrance. It's just literally for whatever reason, I didn't, you know, have a song, and which is a little bit of a bummer because it's really an awesome, see that sprayer, that's amazing. You know, it's a really awesome fragrance and I love the way that it smells. It's just, it's a gorgeous, okay, I'm getting something. Yeah. What the fuck? Dude, that is perfect. This is perfect. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm gonna be breaking some rules. Hold on one quick second. Bear with me really quick, and I'm gonna do a search. This is perfect. I'm so excited about this. This is bitchin'. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you can hear that. That wah guitar, man. Yep, that's it. That's it, is perfect. Perfect for this. Yeah, oh yeah, that is bitchin'. So there you go. It's the theme from Shaft. That's the song that I get when I put on Gravitas Pour Homme. Now granted, it's just this time. It may be different from, you know, in the future, but that's the song. That's pretty cool. What's that fragrance that brings all the ladies into your lair? Gravitas! You damn right. All right, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around, and thank you for being a part of me smelling and hearing a song. I don't think anybody's ever been around for that shit. Anyway, again, if you're new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a great way to show me some support, and I really, really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys watching my review of Gravitas Pour Homme from Naughton and Wilson. I'm feeling super excited right now, so forgive me if I'm a little bit crazy. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully you're having a wonderful night. Whatever it is you're doing, no matter where you're at, don't forget, keep calm, stink pretty, and come on back and I'll see you next time. Damn right.